And I'm excited today that everyone is here, and we are going to start with welcome everyone back. My name is Ellie Mercado, and I am the 7th grade assistant principal, and I'm here with Ms. Weinstein, who is our 7th grade guidance counselor. Welcome. And we have Ms. Matthews joining us today too. Good evening, Ms. Matthews.
Hello, everyone. I'm going to say a quick welcome, and then I'll turn it over to Ms. Mercado and Ms. Weinstein, who are going to lead you through some information about 7th grade. Welcome. We're so excited to have welcomed your children back. For those of you who had children who came on Monday and Tuesday and today, it has been a pleasure to see them, and we're looking forward to our group tomorrow. But what I want you to really know is that no matter where your children are learning, whether they're home or they're in our building, we want every child to feel part of our AMD community. And we want to really live up to our tagline, which is AMD Rocks. And so we're here to work together. So please be in communication with us and with your children's teachers. We're looking forward to a time when you can get to see them in person. But for now, all the teachers have created videos that they have shown, and we'll share that link with you so that you can click on the videos and see your children's individual teachers and get to know them a little bit and about the class. But we hope you have a wonderful evening and that you learn a lot. And we will be having an upcoming coffee with the principal in early October. So if some of your questions weren't answered then, you can certainly email any of us, or you can wait until our coffee with the principal and we'll have a virtual coffee together. So have a wonderful night, everybody. And again, thank you to Ms. Mercado and Ms. Weinstein, who are going to facilitate this evening.
Thank you, Ms. Matthews. So we're gonna get started. First of all, I want to just share with you that everyone that is here to support you, starting from Ms. Matthews, her extension number, and we have the 3 assistant principals. Mr. Dreeve is grade 6. As you know, I am leading grade 7, and Dr. Barker is leading grade 8. As you know, next year I will be with your child in 8th grade, and Ms. Weinstein will also be the guidance counselor in 8th grade. We have Mr. Casey, his extension is 3369, and he's our dean of students. Again, Ms. Weinstein and her extension number, if you have any questions, the nurse extension, Ms. Grimes, is 3304. We have our two school psychologists, and we have our three social workers. So all that information is there. Just to remind you, this presentation is going to be in Oblast, and it's going to be on our website. So you don't need to take notes. Everything will be available for you. What is new at AMD? A lot, especially this year. As you know, we have 3 different cohorts. We have the Ossining, Pri, or Virtual, so your child is in one of them. If your child is in the Ossining cohort, that means on Monday and Tuesday, your child comes to school in person, and Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, your child is at home. If your child is Pri, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, they are at home, and they come to school on Thursday and Friday. And if your child is virtual, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Fridays, they are Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, they're actually at home virtually. So that's one of the first things that is new at AMD. Also masks, as you know, students should be wearing masks when they're in the bus, when they are walking in the hallways and in class, except for when we have mask breaks or when they are socially distanced or when they're in the cafeteria and they are eating during that time that they safely separated. Something else that is happening, as parents, we should be checking our child's temperature at home. If the temperature is 100 degrees or more, your child should stay home, and you should contact the doctor to make sure your child is okay. But anyways, when the child comes to school, we have nurses and support staff helping us take temperatures. And if your child has a temperature of 100 degrees or more, we're going to have the nurse contact you and have you pick up your child to make sure your child is okay. What else is new at AMD? As you know, we're having all our hallways have different signs in one directions, including the stairs. We have stairs that are going up or going down, and students are safely keeping 6 distance away from each other. And that also is in the cafeteria. That way when kids are lining up, they are safely in the right place. As you know, we are one-to-one school, which means every child is having a Chromebook. And even if your child has a computer at home, all children supposed to be getting a Chromebook from our school, because we're going to have different apps and things in place that even when they take STAR assessment and things like that, that are going to be connected directly to our Chromebooks. It's very important that you label your child's bag, not so much the Chromebook, but the bag, to make it easier when the child is, picking it up, so that way he doesn't get it confused with anyone else. And you can personalize it, put stickers or whatever you want to the bag, but not on the Chromebook. What else is new at AMD? You definitely can set up meetings, house meetings, or meet with the guidance counselor, or have a meeting with me virtually. You can call us or email us and we'll set that up. Or you can set up an appointment and call one of the secretaries to do that for us. Anyone in the building, all staff members and anyone in the building every day have to do a screening form to make sure that they are healthy and safe to be working. Special note, this year, due to the guidelines of the New York State, we have no lockers, and students have their cell phones in the book bag. It must be turned off, and they cannot use it while they are in school. However, if a student is found using it, the parent will be called so you can pick up the phone. So we also encourage the parents to have like a small bag for the child, because they have to have the bag with them, all day. So we don't want them to have too much inside the bag. Expectations. As you know, it's very important that your child is on time to class when they are in here, and also when they are virtually, that they are in class on time and they be present. It's very important that child try to have the cameras on, so that way teachers can, be engaged and notice and make sure, like, if they have questions, sometimes, physically we can tell when people have questions or when people need more clarification. And the mics should be muted. That way everybody's able to hear the teacher, and we're not hearing any background noise that whatever's happening at home. It's very important that we dress for success every day. And that your child, and this is extremely important this year, children need to check their email daily. Using their email, they can email the teachers if they have any questions for support or extra help. They can email Ms. Weinstein if they have any questions. They can even email me if they have questions, or Mr. Casey. They have the opportunity to email any staff member with any questions, concern that they have, or if they want to see any one of us. That's something. And also any announcements of anything that is changing, we always send an email to your child. And so it's very important that they're part of that. And also that they're part of the 7th grade Google Classroom, which is my classroom, where I post different information, calendars, or things that are happening last minute. So we encourage your children to always check the emails in the Google Classrooms from all the classes, and also my class. And of course, be kind and respectful everywhere. That's one of our expectations here at AMD. Here we have our schedule, which is a bell schedule, very similar from last year. If you were here last year, it's about 47 minutes each class, and we have some time in between passing time. As you know, period 6 from 12:17 to 1:04, that is our lunch period for our 7th grader this year. So we make sure that's the time that they have lunch. Here in the presentation, if you click there, you're able to get a copy of and print out of the schedule to know what time it is. And I think it's very important, especially when our kids are virtually, because here we remind them with the bell. They know when each class is starting, and they have 3 minutes if they need to get some water or something in between. Okay. Oh, and another thing that is very important is for them to know if it's an A day and B day. Since we have some classes, especially specials, they have it on certain days. They might have, let's say, physical education on A day, and then the next day they might have music. So it's important that they not only know the period, but that they know if it's a B day or an A day. Does attendance really matter? And this is something sometimes we all know, yes, but why? And this illustration is great. And I love it because I have an 8th grader at home. He's 13, so very close to all of our kids right now. If your child misses just 1 day per month, that is equal to 10 days per year, which is 2 weeks per year, and it's more than half a year of the school. So that's how it starts accumulating. And even if they're late, people say, oh, probably 10 minutes late in the morning or 10 minutes late at this time, it won't affect my child. It does. Just 10 minutes per day is 50 minutes per week, which is 1 week per year, and it's half a year miss of school. So again, we're trying to make the importance of attendance makes a big difference, especially now that we are doing hybrid and kids only come to school twice a week, and some students are virtually. That's even more important because they don't have as much time with the teacher as they usually they did in the past. So we have to make sure they're here every day. This is an important slides that we created for you, and it has a lot of important information. Today, I'm just going to focus on two. The first one, it has the AMD Ossining website that I think is important that you always check it. We're trying to put the latest things in there. Like right now, we have our back to school, night with all the information about how to register and so forth. And he also has, let me go back, all the latest things that we have. If you click here, we usually try to have it available, and how to join Google Classroom. Plus we have all the information in the Google sites of the class sites of every teacher that we have in our school. So if you click to, if this is one of your class teacher, you can click on it and you'll see information about that specific teacher. That's the class page of each one of our teachers. Here we have a checklist for family to during the pandemic, how to stay safe and what to do before and after school. And we have reopening website, the guidelines for mask break according to the states. This is important for you to know, what are the guidelines that we're using to keep kids. We're trying to, when they're outside, and how do we do it in the school. This is important information. More reopening parent guideline. This one is very important. The faculty, this is a video that Ms. Matthews sent, and it's a website that has the video of all your teachers. So if your teachers are 7th grade videos, if you click here, each one of our teachers in 7th grade created a video. We have one in Spanish for that presentation, but each one of our teachers created a video that you can see information about that teacher in that classroom and how everything is working, what to do for extra help, and so forth. So if you haven't had the opportunity to do that, right after we finish our presentation, I encourage you to go to all your teachers' videos, and you can hear a lot of information about each one of our 7th grade teachers. And this one is also very important, which is the family support site. There's a lot of information about how to connect to Google Classroom, how to, handle Google Drive, how to send emails that you can use to support your child. And if you need any family tech support, and if you click here, we have a form. You can either email, you can call, or you can complete this form, and someone from our tech department will call you and help you with any technical questions that you may have or any support that you need. So take your time making sure you look at these links. They're very useful. Something else that we have right now, we have free Wi-Fi at the Ossining Community Center. You do have to register, but they have 2 sessions starting from September 14 until December 22nd. They have daily sessions. So if the child is under 14, it does require an adult supervision, but children can just go there and have the lessons there. If you need Wi-Fi, that is something that they offer to all our students. And they have to bring their Chromebook, which the students already have. Parent communication. As you know, OBLAST is so important that everyone signs up to OBLAST. If you haven't done so yet, you click here. It's so simple. You can write your email, first name, last name, and click which of those what information you want. You might have other kids like in the high school or Claremont. You just click whatever you want and submit it, and you will be getting every week a message from each one of those principals from every school. And the parent portal, as you know, you can see the grades, schedule, attendance, and a lot of information in the parent portal. If you haven't signed up yet, if you call Ms. Robinson or Ms. Perez at those extensions, 3302 or 3309, they will help you with that. So I think it's critical. I have my parent portal on my phone for my son, and I get notifications of everything that's happening. That's one way to know what is going on and if they're missing anything or if they were marked absent or late. That makes it's a lot of important information for us to have. Now, I want to make sure that I answer the questions, any questions that you have. And first of all, I know a lot of you submitted a lot of questions, some questions online, and I had the opportunity to print them. So I printed them out, and I will be going over the questions that you had. One of them says, if a kid is virtual, can they go back to hybrid? And what we're saying is to follow the guidelines of our, the New York, we have to maintain a certain number of kids per classroom. So right now, people that chose to be virtual are committed to until January, until the semester is over. If you have any concerns or questions, you can contact Ms. Weinstein, and we can put you on a waiting list to see if anybody that is already here, moves. So that way, we can have that opportunity. How do I know how my daughter is doing in her schoolwork? And that is one of the best things to do is sign up for the parent portal, because you will be seeing her grades and what she's missing and how she's doing. Another thing, you can contact the teacher directly and send the teacher an email, or Ms. Weinstein or myself, and we can definitely share with you anything that we see there. But actually talking to the teacher directly is the best thing. If you have more questions right now, you can write it in the question and answer, and Ms. Weinstein is going to let me know the questions, and we'll make sure we answer it at the end. Another question that we have is if virtual is going to be available throughout the entire year. As of right now, we have to follow what the state is saying, and it seems that we are, but anything can change, right, Ms. Weinstein? We right now, we definitely have the availability to do that until January, but we have to wait for more guidance from the state to see if it will be throughout the whole year. Do you have anything to add, Ms. Weinstein?
If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to Ms. Mercado or myself. As Ms. Mercado has shared, we are following very closely the protocols that we're getting from the governor in New York State, and we are looking at our numbers. So with that in mind, don't hesitate to reach out to us with your concerns and your questions. We'll do our best to accommodate your needs.
Okay. Another question, somebody said they cannot hear me. Can somebody just put in the chat if you can hear me well? Because it might be somebody has some, okay.
Another question is how will parenting?
Yes, we can hear you, thank you.
Okay.
Yes, thank you so much, Ms. Smith, yes, we're trying to do, the best we can with everything. Thank you for giving us credit for that. Another question that we have is if there will be an opportunity, anything about the athletics opportunity. Right now, the JV, right, has been canceled. But what we are trying to do is we're trying to see if we can create an after-school program and create some opportunities for the children to participate and see what's happening. So right now, as per the state, that program is canceled. But we're not sure for how long. So as more information comes, we will be able to answer that. And I know Ms. Matthews is going to another meeting, and hopefully on October 6th, when we're meeting again, she will be able to give you more of an update of what's happening. Because I know we want our students, my son is struggling to, we want them to be as active as possible. Not being able to have sports is difficult and challenging. We want our kids to have more opportunities for that. Another question that we have is, how do I know if my son is in virtual or in hybrid? You know, if you go to the portal, it will show you, but if you have any questions, email Ms. Weinstein and myself, and we'll be able to let you know exactly what group he is and explain that in more details. When the students are virtual, how can I find out what assignments he needs to complete? Okay. The assignments are all in Google Classrooms, but if you are not sure of a specific class, the best thing to do is just contact the teacher. You can email the teacher, look at Parent Portal, email the teacher and find out. But all the assignments, all the teachers are putting it in Google Classroom, so they're posted there and the students are able to see. And the Parent Portal will tell you if there's any missing assignment or how they're doing in those assignments. Or what I do normally, I contact the teacher and I say, hey, how is, you know, I see this and I see that, and you will be able to get more information. As I said to you, you can request, you know, a house meeting with the teachers, and Ms. Weinstein will arrange that virtually, or just pick up the phone and call us and we'll talk to you, okay? Another question that we have, will they have to carry everything with them throughout the day? Right now, yeah, students do have to carry the backpack. What we have tried to do is keep the houses together. Let's say when your child has social studies, ELA, and math, the classes are not far from each other. So even when they switch, they don't have to go far away. The only time that they have to actually come down is more when they have to go to either gym or in the cafeteria at lunchtime. So that's what we also tell parents to try to keep it light as much as possible. Why are students marked absent if they're having technical difficulties? Okay, if a student, and I know we had this, some parents were having some technical difficulties. If the child is having technical difficulties, call us or call Amanda Perez, the attendance office, so we can, you know, try to be helpful or make sure that happens. So if we made, you know, if the teacher or we made a mistake regarding that, just give us a call or email us to make sure that we mark, you know, we correct it, because we can correct it if there was a mistake, okay? My daughter is very shy. About extra help. One of the things that I suggest everyone to do is to, especially if you haven't done so, look at those videos from each and every one of those teachers, because those teachers right there are telling you how you can connect with them, what email, when are they giving extra help. Some teachers are giving extra help at lunchtime, which means, like, you know, your child can go have lunch and then go for 20 minutes and get extra helps. Other teachers are doing it after school virtually. Other teachers are doing it like maybe on Wednesday when they're virtual at a certain time. So the best thing to do is for the child to email the teacher and find out, you know, I have some questions about that. When can I meet with you? And the teacher will do an appointment or let them know when is the best time. But please encourage the students to ask for help. And in the beginning, it's going to be hard, but you have to, in a way, train them, because we want them to eventually become independent and reach out for support and be advocating for themselves. So you can, in the beginning, don't just do it for them. Sit with them and having them, you know, ask your teacher this and that, and send it. So that way you give them the push and they start doing it until they feel comfortable with that. Because we want our students to ask for help when they need it, or ask for clarification, or and not feeling uncomfortable. But in the beginning, as a parent, I tell you myself, you have to push it and have them do it with you. Eventually, when they go to college and we can't do it anymore, we want them to know how to do it and be independent at that point. So I encourage you to start doing, encourage them to email the teachers asking for help. And if you, for whatever reason, they're still not doing it, of course, you can email us and the teacher, and we'll make sure that we get back to you and we, you know, connect with your child to support them in any way that we can. Let me see if I have any more questions from all Chromebooks also for fully remote children. No, Chromebooks are for everyone, not just students who are remote. Everyone that is in A&D, we have a one-to-one program. It should be having a Chromebook. And if you had one from the past, when we were from March to June, if you bring it, the child needs to bring that one, because we need to update it and we're going to give them a new one. So please, if your child haven't done so, if they have an old one, bring the old one and we'll give them a new one. And if not, first in the morning, every period, what we do, any child who doesn't have a Chromebook yet, we'll give it to them. So we are taking care of that. Okay. I want to tell the teachers and staff that you're doing a wonderful job. Thank you so much. It's not easy, but we all in this together. We'll, parents and staff, we're figuring it out, and we're trying to. And we actually encourage feedback from you. We want you to let us know how we can do a better job. And I'm always, just call me and tell me, Ms. Mercado, this is a better way. I'll bring it up because we are doing this together, and we want to make sure we best support your students, your children, and our students, and we want your feedback to make it better. Let me see another question. What is the policy on homework this year? This is something that we're working on right now. We're trying to, teachers are trying to find the balance with classwork and homework, and a lot of teachers, the classwork that doesn't get done in class, they are asking the child to do. Because if it's, but if it's too much work right now that you're feeling that it's happening, contact that teacher individually. Because it's interesting how I'm having parents calling me, it's a lot of work, Ms. Mercado, for him. And then I'm having parents, they don't get any work. They done it right away. They need more work. So depending on the child and the expectations of the parents, they're getting more or less. So what I suggest you to do is just, you can either call me and we can talk about it, or you can also, email the teacher directly, and we'll make sure that we work it out, because we want to make sure it's not easy to be on the screen all day long and be working. We don't want that for our children. We don't want that for our students. Let's see, when we have an internet program, always okay that we email right away. Yes, as soon as, if you're having any kind of problem, first of all, you can try to connect with the tech department, because a lot of the times they have different ways of, and they might be able to help you. You can also, go to the community auditing center. They have the ability, they're allowing, parents and students to go and connect there. Another question, when they have an apartment appointment, who do we need to contact? Click on that, that form that is on one of the links that I have there, that I put there for you later. Let me see if I see it. And then somebody will contact you to help you with that. I have another question. How are teachers handling two platforms, once with ignoring the kids on one day and being engaged? Okay. So yeah, this is we're figuring it out. So teachers are trying to balance of trying to make sure that they are engaging the kids in present and the kids at home. And most of the teachers, what we're doing right now is like the first 10-15 minutes, they're doing like more like a guided lesson, or a lesson like what they're teaching, and then they are assigning activities, so the students can actually at home can have a break and work on the activity, and the students in class are doing the activity together. Some teachers might say, come back at this time if and join us for the ending. So we are, every class is a little bit different depending on the class, but feel free to, if something is not working out, to contact also the teachers so we can, make it better, because we want it to work for our students. Another question, can you go virtual attendance is taken? What tardy means online, and what is the standard if left to the teachers? Okay. So teachers are taking attendance, just like when they take it into the classroom, and they take attendance usually within the 5 first minutes of the class. This week was a little different, because since we had, like, let's say the auditing can just come in one day while the other ones were there, some of them were it was a little trickier. But starting next week, we're gonna have more clear approach, in the sense that your students, like if your student is auditing Monday and Tuesday, they will be marked, they're expected to be here in school on Monday and Tuesday, the auditing students, and the prior students at home, the teachers will mark them absent, if they here present to all of them. If for whatever reason one student is supposed to be auditing kid and he's not here, then they're marked absent. But if a child is sick and not feeling well, if you call the school in advance and they want to be taking the class at home, at home, you have to let us know in advance so we can make it happen, because we don't want the child to come in sick. But if they able to just, watch the class from home, you have to call us, the attendance officer, one of us, so we can arrange that. For virtual students to get their Chromebook, do we need to schedule a pick? Okay, call us you can call the main office 3301 or 3314. Any one of the secretaries, and yes, you just come and we talk to the technology department and have them give us the Chromebook and put it, by the front desk by Alba, one of the secretaries. So when you can, and we'll tell you we have it ready, and then you come when it's convenient. So yes, call us and we'll give you the Chromebook, and we set up a time. How can I contact my son's teachers? Okay, first of all, if you go to Infinite Campus, it tells you all the names of all the teachers. So you can either go to the website and click, the name of that teacher and see the class page, or go see the video. That is, we have the link here. If you're still struggling, just call one of us and we'll help you figure that out, okay? For virtual learners, I'm having trouble. Okay, if you're having trouble and you need assistance, please reach to one of us or one of the social workers and we'll see what we can do to support you. Okay, right now I don't see any more questions. Do you see any more questions, Ms. Weinstein?
No, there's one, we answered the one about virtual students. No, I don't see any other questions.
Okay, so I want to, we have another, if you have a question, please write it on the top, because right now, okay, we just listening, we just reading questions at this point. I don't see any more questions. So as you know, again, one more time, I want to say to all of you that on October 6th, Miss Matthews and we were going to have like a coffee with the principals and assistant principals, and we're going to continue answering questions that you might have, suggestions that you're going to have, and it's going to be more live because this is more like a webinar that you see us and you hear us. It will be more like a interactive one, and that's what we're going to ask you to sign in, and probably will be less people, so it will be easier to be able to have conversations about any suggestions that you have for us or anything that we can do better. You save that day so we can have an interactive conversation with Miss Matthews and us. And I see, do you need want to add anything else, Miss Weinstein?
I would like to. Hello again, everyone. I just want to add that I certainly understand the importance of connection, and I welcome hearing from you at any time. Parent-teacher conferences are going to look a little differently this year, in that we're going to look to either Google Meets or perhaps phone conferences together, but we do want to hear from you. You are welcome to reach out to me on extension 3317. You're welcome to reach out to any of your child's teachers, and together we'll make sure that we communicate as effectively as we can with each other as we work through this new way of technology. Mm-hmm. So I thank you for your patience, and I look forward to hearing from all of you, and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you all for being here today. Again, my extension is 3308. You can call me or email me, and I'm more than happy to help you in any way, shape, or form I can. And again, I want to say one more time, if you haven't had the opportunity, go right after this, go to this link right here that has the back to school night with the videos of, or if you click right here, you can see all the videos and the messages from each one of your 7th grade teachers. So if you know your child's teacher's name, you can click there, and we have some of, a lot of great information and about each one of our teachers and what to expect, the expectations, how to go to Google Classroom and so forth. I think this is a very, useful for everyone. And you also have videos of the specials and other important information that will be helpful for you. Anyways, I want to say, everyone, thank you so much for being with us tonight, and have a great, great evening. Bye-bye.